Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Feeney. I'm the athletic director here at Bishop Connolly High School. I'm sitting alongside Chris Bacon, a senior here at Bishop Connolly High School. His dad may also join us here in the booth for this game between Bishop Connolly High School, 0-2 on the season, and the Southeastern Hawks. Our Bishop Connolly Cougars have had a kind of a difficult run of it in the first two games. Their first game 2 weeks ago was here at home against Mashpee, a game in which they were soundly beaten 37-7. And to be fair, it didn't seem as if they were really ready for the game. Last week, they traveled up to Salem, and by all accounts, according to Coach Ned Scaduto, they performed better. Another week with a little more experience behind them. They performed better, but they still dropped that game 24-6. So this week they're taking on Southeastern, and they look to break into the win column. Okay, we're just about ready for action. And Chris, do you have anything, any insights, anything you have to add to the game?
Last year, Bishop Connolly lost to a lot of their players on offense, so it's going to be tough to get the team chemistry going here for their offense. Hopefully they can do that this week against Southeastern.
Yeah, that's very true. Something that I didn't add there was that Bishop Connolly is coming off a tremendous season, which they won the Mayflower Athletic Conference, I believe, with a 10-1 record, and then eventually lost to Mashpee in the first round of the playoffs. And we're just about to get underway. Kicking off with the Cougars is number 7, Matt Cliff, and we are underway. Kind of a short kick taken by Southeastern. It would appear to be fair caught at about the 32, where Southeastern will go to work. We're lacking a roster here for the Southeastern Hawks, so we're just going to have to play it by ear, if you don't mind. Pay attention to the plays, and if you have anything you want to add, just tell me what to know. Beautiful day for football here at Bishop Connolly High School Stadium. Okay, and both teams approach the line of the scrimmage. Southeastern with 2 men in the backfield. Pitch out to the right side off tackle, running towards the sidelines, and they break into the far side of Bishop Connolly secondary, and it looks like they run for a first down. And the Cougars going to have to do a better job cutting off the corners there. Okay, 1st and 10 for Southeastern. Southeastern comes to the line. 2 men in the backfield, 1 man split wide to the left. Pitch out to the opposite side, to the left side. Running back finds a seam, and he looks like he's going to break through down the sideline. Whoa, and the ball is fumbled down around the 10-yard line, and it is recovered by the Cougars. Looked like a clear fumble from here. So the Cougars would appear to be taking over on offense deep in their own territory.
And that's a break for the Cougars there, because 2 plays in a row right there. That was big yardage plays, and that one almost for a touchdown there.
Yeah, the Southeastern looked as if they're making easy work of the Cougar defense. And now the Cougars have a chance, at least, hopefully, to at least change field position here. Okay, the Cougars come out, 1 man wide to the right. Ball is handed off to number.
1480 WSAR Fall River brings you the
couldn't pick up the number on that. Too far away.
Number 10, Harold Beckford.
Okay, Harold Beckford on the carry. Okay, looked like off tackle left. Alex Scafori, quarterback, brings the play in.
3 carries.
All right, Kafori under center. 2 men split out left and right. Kafori turns, and nothing there for the Cougars. Cougars going to have to find a way to get that offense moving. 2 weeks ago here at Conley Stadium, they weren't able to produce much.
Dangerous territory here, Dave.
Only 13 points in 2 games for the Cougars. It'd help if they could get a quick score early here to give them some confidence.
Yeah, that's true. Only 13 points produced by the Cougars over a 2-week span, so they're only essentially averaging a touchdown a game. But they're going to have to get some They're going to have to push through that line. They're going to have to find a way to get the passing game going. But right now, they're running a very conservative offense deep in their own territory, and it looks like we have a false start. Looked like Harold Beckford moved too early there, so that's going to move the Cougars back probably half the distance to their own goal, I would imagine, based on where they're stuck right now.
Again, maybe about a yard and a half penalty based on where they were, but they're going in the right direction.
Cougars got to find a way to break through. As I said, it's a beautiful day for football here at Conley Stadium. If you want to come down, see the game, crowd, there's still more people coming in. Come on down, see the game in person. Great atmosphere. All right, it is 3rd down, 14 yards to go. Ball is handed off in the backfield. Looked like we got a flag on the play. Cougars are making no forward progress right now. And it looks like the penalty is going to go against the Cougars based on the reaction I'm seeing from the Hawks.
Yep, an intentional grounding there, and it's going to be a safety for the Hawks, so 2-0 Hawks.
Okay, tough break there, so that's going to be a free kick for the Cougars. And while they're now down 2-0, they gotta hope that on the free kick they're able to at least change the field position, and they're gonna have to bottle up those seams on defense. You can interact with us here in our booth, as it is. Our booth, we're kind of in the corner of the stand. So if you come to the game, you'll see us. You'll see Chris and I broadcasting from our corner spot, our makeshift booth. Okay, the Cougars lining up for the free kick, which will come from the 20. But as I was saying, you can interact with us here in the booth by tweeting us at BCH Sports Network, or you can go on to Facebook. Send us a message. And the free kick is away, and it's going to be taken at the 30. The Hawks set up their blocks and downed at about the 40.
That was a much better kick than the last time, so that could potentially help the Cougars here on defense.
Yep, so Southeastern is going to take over 1st and 10, 7 minutes, 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Southeastern Hawks up 2-0. Rather odd score on an intentional grounding by Cougars Alex Kafori in his own end zone. Okay, so now we're going to have to see if the Cougars can bottle up those seams and control their edges, control their corners on D. The Hawks only ran 2 plays, but essentially they, for all intents and purposes, chewed up the entire field on only 2 plays. All right, they come to the line of scrimmage. The Hawks get 2 men in the backfield. One man split far wide right, handoff to the running back. Once again, he goes for that seam, and he's bottled up after it looks like about a 7.5-yard gain. Looks to be 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3 for the Hawks. Second down and 5. It looked like more of a gain than that. But second down and 4. It's been saying so. We pick up of 6 for the Hawks in that play. Quarterback comes to the huddle, gives them the play. All right. Once again, the Hawks come out in a similar formation. 2 men in the backfield. Toss far right. And he's caught in the backfield. They got him stopped, but he breaks free, finds a seam along the sideline, gets the first down, and much more than that, all the way down to it looks like about the 35 of the Cougars. The Cougars had him stopped in the backfield, but could not finish the tackle. Okay, the Cougars' corners, they've got to find a way to close those up.
That's a tough break for the Cougars there because they finally are able to stop the pitch that they've been running so much, and he ends up getting about 15 to 10 on it.
Yeah, 15 to 10, 10 or 15 that they should not have had. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Not sure who was called by. Put the camera on the cheerleaders. And as you can see there, you have the Cougars cheerleaders. They will be, just for your information, they will be performing at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence between periods of a Providence Bruins game, I believe, on November 18th. So it'd be great if you're a supporter of Bishop Connolly to come out to that game. I believe that there will be a code made available where you can go online and get the tickets for a reduced, tickets to the Providence Bruins game for a reduced price. All right, so the Hawks are gaining grounds with relative ease through the Connolly defense. Come out in basically the same formation. 1 man split far wide right, 2 in the backfield, 1 split close right. Handoff to the first man in the backfield. Basically caught right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2. So it appears that right now the strength of the Connolly defense is probably up the middle. The seams are on the corners. That's where the Hawks are making hay. Okay, similar formation for the Hawks. Ball's handed off to the second man in the backfield, and he is stopped once again, going for that seam or trying to get around the corner. Okay, so that was a 3rd and 9, and that was a 3-yard pickup. So now it's going to be 3rd and 6, and a chance for Connolly to get off the field. The Connolly defense. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. John Karam, senior John Karam, number 54, with a couple of nice plays there.